looking at the numbers, I think we saw Pat's cap had as of Monday morning, the Patriots had about a little over $12 million in cap space. With this flurry of signings, what do you think the Patriots still have left to do with that 12 or so $million? And between now and the start of the season, what sort of moves are you expecting them to make?
Well, they've got to do something at offensive tackle. I think that's got to be at least bringing back one veteran, Cam Fleming or Adrian Waddle, or maybe if they lose both, bringing in a veteran free agent of similar caliber, because they might address that position in the draft too. But I don't know if you want to say you draft someone with the 31st pick. Do you want that player to be a week one starter for you? Do you know if that player is going to be ready to be a week one starter? There's just a lot of questions there. So offensive tackle is probably the number one priority. They probably need to add a linebacker at some point. You are getting Dante Hightower back. All indications that Shea McClellan is planning on playing this year too. So they do have a little more depth going into the season than they had last year. But I think that's still kind of a perilous spot. And Hightower, he's a great player, but it's hard to count on him because he's been so injury prone throughout his career. So you probably need to add a linebacker along the way.
Yeah, and the Patriots had some Kyle Van Noy's coming back, but Marquise Flowers is going to be gone, so there goes their athletic guy. Do you think the Patriots, in terms of linebackers, try to add sort of a similar type of Kyle Van Noy, guy that's like versatile but also kind of a big dude, or a guy that's closer to Marquise Flowers, a guy, because one of the big things was Super Bowl, they couldn't cover anyone with linebackers. Do you think they could try to get a coverage linebacker?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think Flowers is still out there. It's possible that Flowers comes back, and he was able to. Well, he didn't fare particularly well in the Super Bowl. No one did, but he has the athleticism to be a coverage linebacker, and you saw the Patriots use him down the stretch in like a quarterback spy role against Marcus Mariota and Tyrod Taylor. So I don't know if they'll be looking for like a thumper in the middle or a guy who's a little more athletic. I guess my initial thought would be a guy who's a little more athletic, because you do have Hightower can play the middle, has played the middle great throughout his career. You have Roberts, who's been really up and down, and Van Noy can do a little bit of both, really. I mean, he came a long way last year, so maybe filling in that Marquise Flowers spot might be the priority at linebacker.